If you're over 50 and you feel more tired than you used to, you're not imagining it. Many people in their 50s and 60s describe a quiet, persistent fatigue that doesn't feel extreme, but never fully disappears. It's not the kind of exhaustion that forces you into bed. It's more subtle than that. A slower start in the morning, a dip in the afternoon, less stamina for things that once felt easy. You may sleep 7 or 8 hours and still wake up feeling slightly unrefreshed. You may notice that your energy has a shorter window than it did 10 or 20 years ago. This experience is common, but it is often misunderstood. Most people assume it is simply aging, but aging itself is not a direct cause of fatigue. What changes after 50 are the systems that regulate energy inside the body. One of the first systems that shifts is muscle mass. Beginning in midlife and accelerating over time, the body gradually loses skeletal muscle in a process known as age-related muscle decline. Muscle is not just for movement. It is metabolically active tissue. It plays a central role in blood sugar regulation, mitochondrial health, and overall energy production. When muscle mass decreases, metabolic efficiency decreases with it. The body becomes slightly less effective at processing glucose and producing cellular energy. The result is not dramatic weakness. It is a steady background fatigue. Mitochondrial function also changes. Mitochondria are responsible for producing ADP, the energy currency of the cell. Over time, mitochondrial density and performance can decline. You can think of this as the battery capacity of your body slowly becoming smaller. You may still function normally, but your reserve is reduced. Hormonal patterns shift as well. In men, testosterone levels gradually decline over the years. In women, menopause brings significant changes in estrogen and progesterone. These hormones influence sleep quality, mood regulation, muscle maintenance, and metabolic rate. When hormonal balance shifts, energy regulation becomes less stable. Sleep architecture also evolves after 50. Deep restorative sleep tends to become lighter and shorter. You may wake more easily during the night. Even if total sleep time seems adequate, the restorative quality of that sleep may not be the same as it was decades earlier. Many people say they sleep, but they do not feel fully restored. Cortisol rhythm can also shift. Cortisol follows a natural daily pattern that supports morning alertness and evening wind down. Chronic stress, irregular routines, or long-term strain can disrupt this rhythm. When cortisol timing becomes irregular, daytime energy may feel inconsistent. Blood sugar stability becomes another important factor. With changes in muscle mass and insulin sensitivity, the body may experience more noticeable glucose fluctuations after meals. A rapid rise followed by a drop can produce mid-afternoon fatigue. What feels like general tiredness is often metabolic variability. None of these changes alone cause extreme exhaustion, but together they create a persistent sense of lower energy. This is not simply decline. It is the body adapting to structural and metabolic transitions that naturally occur after 50. If ongoing fatigue is a signal, the next question is what your body may need. One of the most powerful adjustments is resistance training. Because muscle plays such a central role in metabolic health, maintaining and rebuilding muscle can significantly improve energy levels. This does not require extreme workouts. 2 or 3 sessions per week of progressive strength training can stimulate muscle protein synthesis and improve insulin sensitivity. Even modest gains in muscle can enhance mitochondrial function and stabilize daily energy. Nutrition also matters. Many adults after 50 do not consume enough high-quality protein to support muscle maintenance. Adequate protein intake supports tissue repair, neurotransmitter production, and metabolic stability. Distributing protein evenly across meals may help maintain muscle and support steady energy throughout the day. Sleep quality becomes more important than sleep quantity. Establishing a consistent wind-down routine, reducing late evening light exposure, and avoiding heavy meals close to bedtime can help protect restorative sleep stages. Small improvements in sleep depth can produce noticeable changes in morning energy. Managing stress physiology is equally important. Chronic stress subtly elevates cortisol and inflammatory signaling, which can interfere with sleep and cellular energy production. Gentle practices, such as slow breathing, regular walking, or quiet evening routines, can help reestablish a healthier rhythm in the nervous system. Blood sugar stability can be improved through simple adjustments. Combining carbohydrates with protein and fiber, taking short walks after meals, and limiting large late-night sugar intake can reduce spikes and crashes. Stable glucose patterns translate into more consistent energy. Micronutrient levels also influence fatigue. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, iron, and magnesium all play roles in energy metabolism. While any supplementation decision should be individualized and guided by proper evaluation, awareness of these factors is important. Hydration should not be overlooked. The sensation of thirst can become less reliable with age. Even mild dehydration can appear as fatigue or reduced mental clarity. Regular fluid intake supports circulation and cellular performance. It is also important to distinguish between normal age-related shifts and medical conditions. Persistent, worsening, or unexplained fatigue should be evaluated by a healthcare professional to rule out underlying issues such as thyroid imbalance, anemia, sleep apnea, or cardiovascular concerns. For many people, however, the tiredness that appears after 50 is not a sign of failure. It is feedback. The body is not shutting down. It is asking for different support than it needed at 30. When muscle is maintained, sleep is protected, stress is regulated, and metabolism is stabilized, energy often improves more than expected. Aging changes the physiology, but it does not eliminate vitality. Fatigue is information, and when you respond thoughtfully, the body often responds in return.